Hey there, another weekend, another stealther. This one is going to be, it's a county park and it goes 15 or 18 miles down a road, and it kind of comes in and goes out from the road different distances. This one I haven't been to in many years. I grew up close to here, used to come here all the time, riding bikes, sledding, disc golf. And that's actually what I'm going to start this stealther with, is a game of disc golf. And another member of the fellowship is coming to join me. We will enjoy a round of disc golf, loud motorcycle, and after that we're gonna grab a bite to eat at a really good restaurant, and then we're gonna head back to the park and find a place to go in, and then we will set up our hammocks. Well, look at this old bag I have. It's a World War II bag, Swiss Army. I use it for, well, I used it for my discs for disc golf. It's been many years. I've got to get the dust and crap off of this bag. Alrighty, hole number one, teeing off, disc golf.
Old Hines Park.
And then after that we're gonna get dinner, but we'll show a few shots. Oh, that's a good one.
Can it go the distance? No.
This is a long distance hole.
Oh, it is long. Some are longer than others.
Something was said about reaching that far tree. I don't know. There's a beer on the line. Whoa, oh no! Oh! I don't know if we're gonna find that disc. We'll look. Hole 12. This is called the dislocation hole. Many moons ago, I attempted a masterful throw here and dislocated the opposite shoulder, fell to the ground screaming. It popped back in, and to this day I still have trouble with that shoulder. So we're gonna try it again here.
Does lightning strike twice?
Let's see. Or not see, because the fun's in my eye.
Well, no
dislocation.
No damage was done.
Success.
There was a creature in my hat. Oh, funky inchworm.
Successfully completed 18 holes of disc golf with no dislocations and no lost discs. So that's a good day. Now it's time to go eat.
Who was the victor?
I lost. Time to eat and have a beer. Then get to stealthing. I guess we'll really be roughing it for dinner tonight.
Sit out.
We could. Alright. Alright, last time the hot dogs were good, but I think this is going to be better. Alrighty, meal's done. And we are parked just in this apartment complex here. And what our plan is cut back in to that park that runs along the road, which is behind the apartment complex. That's the plan. We're gonna get the packs on and head back. Well, just one lady walking a dog did give us the sideways stare for a moment or two, but she's gone. Cars are locked, and we're cutting through to, it'll actually take us to where that disc golf course was, and there should be an opening in the gate to get through if we can find it. It is a bit darker now, but we'll see. Okay, we had to go up and over a fence to escape the apartment complex. And now we're by the road. Lots of bikers just went by. None the wiser that we were here, though. Here we go. Oh boy, okay, out on the trail. There's gonna be some bikers. Nighttime bikers. Lance Armstrongs. That's what I call them. Okay. We are cutting through a little parking area here, and there's restrooms and the road. And the plan is to cross the road now, and then it should be solid woods on the other side for a little bit at least. And we can find somewhere to string up the hammocks. Well, I'm sure it appears quite dark to you guys, but there's enough light to see. And we are walking the trail on the other side of the road, going up, up, up to the top of a hill to locate a good spot to hang the hammocks. Well, we're still looking for a place to set up. It is a little bit difficult in the dark, and we don't want to have a place that's on the side of a hill, and we don't want to be a place that's surrounded with water or like a swampy area. So we're just looking around, but we're getting closer. All right, into the patch of woods we go. Gonna set the hammocks up right over here somewhere. So I'll catch you back once we have them set up. There we go. Camp is set up. Good spot. Nice trees to hang the hammocks in. And we're in a good spot here in between two trails. Some thick stuff on the edge. Kind of a little hill on one side, so we're easily secluded here. We're hidden pretty good. And there's one hammock. There's the other hammock. And we're just gonna sit. Of course, I always have that chair. That was one of the biggest game changers for me backpacking, were these chairs. Essential. Oh man, so much better than the ground or a hard rock or a stump. And it gets a little back support there. Now there's voices. They're close. I'm gonna kill this light. There's a lot of intersecting trails here, and the road's close, with a bigger trail by the road. And sound is playing tricks on us, I think. Alright, false alarm on those voices. No one's up on the trail. The trail is kind of overgrown. It's part of this park, but there are much more easily traveled trails that if someone was going to go down, I think they would choose, especially at night. And there's no flashlights, so we're safe. Now it's time for another frosty brew. Cheers. Cheers. There we go. This is, if I can get the light on it, the Alaskan Pilsner. And this is something I must drink in memory of Alaska. To Alaska. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's a little more perfumey than most Pilsners, but it's tasty.
Refreshing though.
Thank you.
You got it. Anytime. It's my burden to bear. To bring the beer.
You are the chosen one.
Okay. We've had the light low for a while.
there were some lights in the woods. Couldn't tell if it was kids walking around or someone else. But now we're in the hammocks. It's after midnight. We're calling it a night. And if all goes well, no disturbances will happen during the night. And we'll wake up tomorrow and I'll show you the camp. Morning has arrived. Pretty good sleep. There is an annoying squirrel. So we're gonna pack up and hike out. Just a little shot of the camp. Since it was so dark last night, I don't think anyone saw it. And some tree structures, I guess. Alright, let's get these down. Alrighty, camp's broken. So last night, as we're sitting enjoying beers, there's a light that pops up. Back that way behind those tree structure things there. And we're talking, I had just had my light on, in fact, to adjust a few things. And then I see that light when we go in complete stealth mode. All lights off, completely silent. And we stayed there for at least half an hour, I would think, maybe longer. The light would turn off, and then moments later, it would turn back on, and it moved. And it was a bright light, like a handheld flashlight. So there were fireflies all over the place. But it wasn't a firefly, it was much brighter than that. So we're going to go over there and just take a look and see what the heck it could have been. So obviously someone has made a little shelter with a bench. It's interesting. I gotta wonder if this is was some hangout for local teenagers, or if someone actually made this little shelter and would put a tarp up or something and stealth camp here themselves. But the light was over there. Down there. And it was a definite flashlight. Alright, so there is another trail farther down. Right now I'm on the game trail. And nobody was walking through here last night because we would have heard that. They must have been a little bit farther down here. So I'm going to head there and we'll see what we can see. I'm on the more established trail now. And here, this one actually connects to a really big trail. And if someone was here, I don't know, I guess we would see that flashlight. So maybe someone was standing here, pointing the flashlight behind me up on top of that hill. I don't think they'd have seen our hammocks, but they might have heard us or seen a flash of my light, and that's why they stopped. But it was interesting because there was no noise, and it stayed there for quite a bit. And we didn't know what to make of it. Other kids, I suppose this is a big, heavily used county park. Lots of people. I don't know that police would ever come back and patrol in here. So, I don't know. It's unknown. Easy hike out. Back to the cars. and it's complete. And we haven't seen anyone yet. I'm sure that there's morning runners and bikers, but I think they're just out on the main trail that's actually paved and parallels the road that goes through the park. When you're stealthing, your mind always kind of goes to the worst. When you hear a noise or see a light and you assume someone's heard you and they're there to investigate, possibly the local law enforcement. But at least in this case, I think we really didn't have to worry about that. All right. Take this tiny little trail, hit the road, cross the road, take the way around the fence that we hopped last night, and then back to the car. All right, here we are.
Beautiful morning.
It is, look at the sun. Here's the way in so that we do not have to hop a fence. Although it looks like no, but they put those things out because they don't want people coming in and crossing there. So you see they have this like caution tape up around the edge.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
You can go that way.
Doing this quietly. Gotta get by before the people notice we're cutting through. And we made it. And just about out. Parking in the, I said apartments, but I think these are townhouses. Easy to do. All right, there's the truck. We are out. Successful, even though we weren't sure what the light was. We made it. It's time to go home and eat some breakfast. I'll catch you next time. I am the teller of tales, the drinker of ales, and I camp in stealth because it's good for my health.